Talking Text also hoping a change in scenery dahil Cuneta Asurlon tayo might also spur a change in fortunes. Hard to believe that as Daniels will miss. So this team, I mean, really seemed invincible in that 13-game winning run as Tenorio on courts. And right now, they're on the verge of falling down 1-3 in this series.
But no need to push the panic button. Obviously, Alaska still has to win 2 games. But right now, you can see this is not the same team that had that mojo going when they had that 13-game win streak. When they win that 13-game win streak, yung rotation nila was so smooth. When you look at that bench, everyone was so confident. Right now, nung nakatikim sila ng talo, they realized almost that, hey, we are not invincible.
And you know, it doesn't help. Itong Alaska was a team that they've always had problems with. This was a team that could really keep games close with Talking Text.
But they were the first team, I believe, that actually got a real close game against Talking Text in that run.
Actually, that was the second round.
Yeah, actually the second. San Miguel was the first one, and then Alaska was very close to beating that streak.
The foul against LA Tenorio. Many eyes on Sean Daniels. And it's really intriguing. Yung kaso, kunyari ni Sean Daniels, pag pinagtabi mo yung numbers niya with Simpson, one argument is, you're not supposed to ask Daniels to do 20 and 10. That's not what he's
done when you were successful.
Yes, that's not the reason why they got him.
Yes, that's true. But early on, you can see that they're trying to feed Sean Daniels, which is always a good thing to feed him.
But on and off the court.
But early 2 touches for him, what they're trying to show is they want to establish that low post game. You know, when you're playing half court, you still have to have that low post game.
And here's Cardona.
And if you're talking Text, this is the wild card. Mac Cardona, fairly quiet in this series. You know, he's that type of guy that likes the big games, and he hasn't shown up yet. But here he gets his first 2 points.
A miss by Simpson. Nasa mga unang bagay tayo ng opening quarter. Jimmy Alapag, again the quarterback. He was the hero of that Game 2 win for Talking Text. Cardona on the left side. Cardona gets Baguio. Back Cardona on the move. Cardona got the loose ball. He went up without the ball. Tries again. Persistence pays off.
A little bit more confidence. Not a lot of things bothering him right now. Remember, in between game, right after game 1, he got married, so I got a day off. Right now, with a long enough break, I think Mac Cardona, his head should be in this game 100% by now.
Cardona missed game number 2 because, as you mentioned, he got married. But look at this: persistence, patience, perseverance, all the qualities of a husband. It is Devance JDV. Yes, sir. That's a 3.
Much better shot right there for Joe Devance. First look that he had, he hesitated. With that outside shot, gotta realize that when he has that look, he has a good enough shot to make it.
Well, they'll call a flop here against Cyrus Baguio. Lost his balance. So it's a warning for flopping against Baguio.
I'm just so happy that I'm not playing anymore because I probably would have been called for a flopping call every time.
Here's Daniels.
And their third time, Sean Daniels has gotten the ball at the post, and twice he has been successful. He got that basket right there for a field goal, or actually twice na siya nakakuha ng field goal sa ilalim.
Probably thinking they want Daniels to become a threat today.
But that's what they want, you know. And Sean Daniels also wants to show that, you know, Diamond Simpson cannot outplay him this much. Siyempre, merong competitive juices din yan.
Tenorio was trying to beat the shot clock, and Joe Devance could not save the ball. So, 4 ang abate ng Talking Text, 9-5 in the opening quarter. So far, Ranadel De Ocampo has been quiet. Top gunner in this tournament para sa Talking Text. Again, the Tropang Texters go to Daniels. And again, Daniels will fire away. Kelly Williams, offensive rebound. And Ranadel, top of the key, short. Joe Devance on the other end, and he scores on an easy layup.
Joseph Vance has made a living with that leak out from the quarterfinals and now in the semifinals. And those are his easy baskets.
Pero lamang pa rin ang talking text 9-7. Here in the opening quarter, Cardona outside, Kelly Williams. Alapag quickly to Daniels. Daniels so active on offense. Alapag for three. Yes, sir.
So L.A. Tenorio was adjudged PBA Player of the Week. But when you look at Jimmy Alapag's numbers, it's off the charts. Over 15 points a game and over 8 assists in the series.
And Sonny Toss will lose that ball. Good defense by Sean Daniels. 7 and 16 remaining in the first. Lamang pa rin ang talking text 12-7. It is practically a must-win game para sa Tropang Texters. It is going to be so tough if we fall 3-1 against the Alaska Aces. As Cardona loses the ball, Simpson starts to break. Simpson still has the ball. And he still has it. And he goes for it. And almost a coast-to-coast drive. He got his own miss and he got a put-back slam. That's 1 against 5.
And that's the biggest guy on the floor right there doing that.
Lamang pa rin ang talking text as Ranidel takes a runner. Baguio now in the open court. Baguio against Cardona. Cyrus Baguio all the way.
So at a certain point, Makmak was backpedaling at a certain point. You know Cyrus Baguio is going to shift gears and he will leave you. That's exactly what he did. This guy on the open court right now, one of the most fun guys to watch.
Cardona wants to answer back and the runner is good. So bawi for Cardona. That's why this Cardona-Baguio matchup is so fun to watch. And there's also history. Remember when the Team Pilipinas unit was formed, everybody thought as Devance fires away, it was Cardona who will make the team. But then Yengyao deciding on picking Baguio instead.
Of course, and Makmak Cardona, I just love the answer of Makmak Cardona to that snub. In the day after he wasn't picked up 42 points right here at the Cuneta Astrodome.
And don't tell me walang connection yung dalawang events na yun. 5 and 53 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Makmak might be a little bit out of rhythm right now. He's the kind of guy that once he does find his rhythm, he changes the game. He changes the way you have to play defense.
Back inside the Astrodome, my name is Patricia Bermudez. He's on. Let's talk about Mac Cardona. Now, Coach Tim Cone was telling me that they have prepared for Mac Cardona more for this game than in any other game this series because of the Ryan Reyes injury. But Coach Tim Cone knows that Mac Cardona is set to explode anytime, and he's the type of player who changes the way they play defense. Now, Mac Cardona himself was telling me that tonight he's got to play the game of his life. He hasn't really been a factor in the series because of his wedding, but Mac says tonight he's all business. Knowing that he'll get more playing time, he's actually more relaxed. Unlike other times when he makes a mistake, he's automatically benched. So right now he's got a lot more freedom, and he likes that. Now he tells me his rhythm and his shooting is so on tonight. Nico, Jason?
Mahalaga for a player like Cardona to have that certain freedom. And I think Chot knows that as well. I once asked Chot about, parang, how do you handle a player like Cardona? And he said, no, you handle farm animals. You work with someone like Cardona. You manage companies, you handle farm animals, but a player like Cardona, you work with that person.
It's endless work.
It's tough work.
But I guess you have to love your work. But so far, Makmak Cardona giving him some love in this game. Already with 6 points, top scorer for the team, and 3 out of 3 from the field.
Loose ball here, and it will be last touch on Diamond Simpson. He's played big here in the tournament, really, and more so here in the semifinals. Jason Castro coming in along with Harvey Carey. Mga bagong pasok para sa talking text. Jimmy Alapag and Ranadel De Ocampo are now taking a breather. And Sean Daniels, mula nung simula ng laro, and we noticed this, has been very active on offense, has taken a lot of attempts, but he was blocked that time. Approaching the last 5 minutes of the opening period, and here's Tenore. Devance. Aces moving that ball around with 9 to shoot. Devance gets the ball. Devance, open shot. And it's last touch on Sonny Toss.
See right